We got Dawson Deaton, NFL draft prospect in the house, baby. All right, welcome back to the Onebar and Lupagus show. Today we have a special guest, Dawson Deaton, offensive lineman from Texas Tech. No, Lupagus did not get much better looking. We got a special guest. It is draft time, so Dawson Deaton is in the house, full-time starter since his sophomore year. Total of 35 games started. Correct me if I'm wrong on any of this. Second team, All Big 12 in 2021. Second team in 2020. Participated in the East-West Shrine Game and recently been invited to the Combine.
Yes, sir. That's all right. Yeah. No, it was good. I feel like I had good years out in Lubbock, Texas, playing for Texas Tech. Had a great time out there. Met a lot of good people, a lot of good coaches, teammates, and feel like I was able to play well on the field and get myself to where I'm at today. And yeah, like you said, go to the Shrine Game just earlier this month out in Vegas, and then going to the Combine next week. So it's exciting for sure.
Boom. So you're from Texas. You played college football in Texas, and is it unsettling? Is it exciting the fact that in a couple months from now you have no idea where you're going to live?
Yeah, it's a little crazy. I've thought of it that way, like here in a couple months, like I could just be on any side of the country. Like I could be down in Miami, I could be up north, like out west. Like there's really no telling. And it's just, I mean, it's really exciting though. And I mean, this is something I've been preparing my whole life for, so I'm ready for it.
Well, you mentioned up north. I mean, we're going to talk about it. Vikings. Clearly, this is a Vikings channel. We need some interior offensive line, which sounds like you could play a couple of spots. So that gets me damn excited. But before we get into that college career, is there one moment, I always ask, is there one moment that really sticks out as just the best moment on the field during your career?
Yeah, I'd say our bowl game this year. It was my last college game, and it was actually my first bowl game I got to go to and play in as a player. So we were playing in the Liberty Bowl in Memphis, and we ended up playing Mississippi State and beat them 31-7. So I mean, it was a great way to end my college career and get to stand on the stage with the trophy and get all the rings and stuff. It was awesome, man. So it was like the perfect way to go out, and I'd say that's the top college football moment for sure for me.
Going out on top. Speaking of Texas Tech offensive line, we've seen some of your teammates take it to the NFL in the recent years. Jack Anderson last year, who I didn't even know that you played high school ball with him. So Jack Anderson before him, Terrence Steele. Do you keep in touch with these guys? Are they giving any tips as far as draft season, what to expect, just going through the whole process?
Yeah, I still stay in touch with them. We talk pretty often. Jack's actually down here in Frisco training right now, and Terrence lives down here in Frisco being on the Cowboys and stuff. So, yeah, I've asked both of them for lots of advice on different things, just as far as whenever I was coming out of college, just training places to go and going to the All-Star game. They both played at the Senior Bowl, but I was at the Shrine Game. So it's like I was just asking them kind of what to be prepared for, what to expect, like all the kind of stuff going on. And Terrence went to the Combine 2 years ago, so I've asked him a couple times just what to expect. I mean, with all that stuff. So yeah, it was cool being able to learn from those two. And while I was in college, like Terrence was a senior when I was a sophomore, so he was a dude I kind of looked up to whenever I got there. And yeah, Jack and I went to high school together, went to Tech together, and so we've always been boys. It's been really cool to see him go through the process and end up where he is now in the league.
Yeah, Jack Anderson was definitely a guy that Lupagus and I talked about last year, a guy because Vikings have needed offensive line help for a handful of years, and he was a guy that we were looking at, hoping the Vikings would draft. One of the main things I remember about him is his mustache. Was that like was he serious with that thing, or did you tell him to get rid of it? I mean,
no, yeah, he's been rocking that mustache for a little bit, probably since like college, but I don't know. It's his thing. I respect it. To each their own. So he rocks that thing. He likes it. So
he pulls it off. He pulls it off.
No, he does for sure.
All right, East-West Shrine Game. Let's talk about that quick. I mean, it's one thing to go there, but it's another thing to go there and then all of a sudden on Twitter when they're talking about winners, your name came up quite a bit as far as just having great practices. good game. I mean, how much did playing in that game mean to you? And then how much just walking out of that game, knowing you whooped little ass, that's got to be a big confidence boost going into the combine.
Yeah, I mean, it meant a ton going out there, just knowing I had the opportunity to prove myself against other NFL prospects, and in that setting where everyone's, I mean, really just fighting to prove themselves, and going out there and being able to play center and both guard spots during practices and during the game, just being able to show my versatility. I think that helped me a lot, and I was able to put together a lot of good practices, and yeah, I think I was able to catch the attention of a lot of people for sure.
So you mentioned versatility, and that's a big thing that sticks out, especially I mean, NFL, they seeing these guys they draft, guys who can play center, guard, multiple spots is just a huge win. How much do you think that improves your draft stock?
Yeah, I think it helps a ton just having someone, I mean, who can play wherever you need them. Like, I even played some left tackle in college, so I mean, if that's ever something I had to do, I can do that too. I mean, I've played all 5 spots since I've been in college, and I know I'm more of an interior guy, fit for the next level, but being able to do that in Las Vegas and just really since my freshman year, my sophomore year on, I had only played center in games and stuff, so I didn't get to really show that versatility as much later in my career. So being able to do that in Vegas in front of a bunch of scouts against some really good competition, I feel like I really helped myself out and prove that versatility for sure.
Boom. Once again, we got Dawson Deaton talking NFL draft. As far as bumping out to guard, I mean, is that something you feel that you could do day one, or do you think that would be more of a transition?
I think it's something I could do day one. It's something, even when I was at Tech, I'd practice some guard just for emergency situation sort of deals. But I mean, I'd rep it out at guard, and just this whole pre-draft training process out at MJP, working with my O-line trainers, just getting out at guard and getting comfortable there. And the 3 different stances at left guard, center, and right guard, I think I'm very comfortable at all 3. So I think it's definitely something I could do day one if a team would need me to.
So what's a typical day for you right now?
Yeah, so we're on like a 2-a-day workout schedule. So I usually wake up around 6:30. Our first workout's at 7:30. So head up there. We usually get done around 10:30, and then chill for a little bit, eat some lunch, and then we go back up there. We have our lift at 2, and it's like from 2 to 4 pretty much. And then after that, done for the day. So it's really not too bad of a schedule. I've been really enjoying it, getting some good work in out there. I've gotten to meet a lot of really good guys out at MJP, training with them, getting to know them better. So I really enjoyed this process a lot.
Done for the day, except then you got to talk to guys like me who sit and pick your brain, which greatly appreciated. So I'm not going to pretend that I can sit and watch film and really break down an offensive lineman and really see see your biggest strengths. I mean, a lot of the stuff you see about you is your versatility, powerful. But what do you feel is your greatest strength as an offensive lineman?
Yeah, I think the main thing that separates me is just my football IQ. I think that's something I took a lot of pride in at my time at Tech. Just being the center there, they put a lot on my plate. I was responsible for all the run game calls, all the pass protection. So, I mean, it's something I took a lot of pride in, studying defenses, being able to understand what they're doing, and being able to get my guys in the right calls to put us in the best situations on Saturdays. And then also, I think I'm really flexible. I mean, really flexible for O-lineman, and really like agile and get out in space well, and being able to get on safeties and linebackers, and being able to do that and create holes for my running back, and even in the screen game for the receivers. I think that's something I do very well too.
Boom. When you were at the East West Shrine, did you have a chance to meet with many teams without maybe going into too specifics?
Yeah, they had a good little setup there where we were able to get in front of a lot of the teams, and kind of the ones that were interested would come out and grab you. So yeah, I got to meet with a good amount of teams, and I feel like I was able to make a lot of good first impressions for sure.
I hope some of them were wearing this color, maybe this logo on there.
Yeah.
Maybe at the combine too. So do they for your draft preparation? Do they actually get you ready for some of the weird ass questions that they ask? I mean, you hear stories over the years, just random questions that teams will ask you. Do you actually prep for that, or you just go for it?
Yeah, they actually do. We have like a, I guess he's a psychologist sort of guy, doctor that comes out to Michael Johnson Performance, and he sat down with us a couple times and just really like running us through like a mock interview sort of deal, just certain questions that he thinks we might get just based on our background, stuff like that, and just kind of preparing us on like what to say, what not to say. So yeah, I've heard those stories too about a bunch of crazy questions and stuff. So yeah, they try to get us prepared for it for sure.
Nice. A couple more to close out. Again, Dawson Deaton, check him out if you haven't already, especially as Vikings fans, like I've mentioned multiple times. What do you think is going to be the biggest adjustment as an offensive lineman, or for you too as well, just going from the college ranks to the NFL?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's just really the competition, just week in, week out, just going against the best guys in the world at their craft, and just talking to some of my buddies I know that have gone to the league from college, and they just say hands is a big thing. Going from college to the NFL, saying D linemen are really good with their hands in the league, and just kind of present new challenges on how to block them, and very advanced in their technique. So I think that's the big thing, and I mean I think that's one of the strengths of my game too, playing with my hands. So, but yeah, I think there's a lot of adjustments for sure, and I just think that's one of them. I've heard a couple times talking to some guys.
Come combine time, or are you planning on doing all the workouts?
Yes, sir. I'm gonna do everything.
I did look up. I saw Jack Anderson ran a 5.27 at his pro day. Any predictions? If you think you can top that?
Yeah, I think I'll be able to. My hope is to get down in the low fives, maybe 4.9.
Shit,
That's what I'm
nice.
really hoping to do. I think that helped me out a lot. So never know with the laser times at the combine, but based on some of my pre-draft stuff, I've been getting close to those times. So that's what I'm aiming for sure.
Nice combine time. Can't wait. Can't wait. I can only imagine like what's going through your head as far as this next couple of weeks. Finally, Vikings fans, we hope to improve center guard position, and like with you, you're a win-win, no doubt about it. We did where I'm at in Minnesota. We got like 17 inches of snow over the last 24 hours. But what thoughts on come on up and wearing that beautiful shade of purple?
Oh man, that'd be cool. I mean, the Vikings, really cool team. I mean, I watch the NFL a lot, so I've watched them. I mean, Stephon Diggs, Dalvin Cook, just I mean, not Diggs anymore. He's in Buffalo now, but I mean, just watching them over the last couple of years, just I mean, that'd be really cool. And it's funny you say that about the snow. It's supposed to snow down here in Texas later this week, which doesn't happen a lot. But
It's a sign, man. It's a sign. You're coming home, baby. Woo!
Yeah. So no, I mean, really, whatever team wants me and wherever they want me to play, I mean, I'm gonna do it. That's my goal. So, but yeah, that'd be cool for sure.
Well, Dawson, you've been whooping ass at the college ranks. I look forward to you doing it in the NFL. That's all I got for you. Appreciate you hopping on, man. Wish you nothing but the best in the coming months, man.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you.
All right, have a good one.
Yes, sir.